This is Bree Purdue, and she is our third grade student, and she is going to read Bartholomew and the Oobleck by Dr. Seuss.
Bartholomew and the Oobleck. Bartholomew and the Oobleck. They still talk about it in the Kingdom of Beauty, as the year of the king got angry with the sky, and they still talk about it with the page boy Bartholomew coming. If it hadn't been for Bartholomew coming, that king and the sky would have they would have wrecked the little kingdom. Bartholomew had seen the king get angry many times before that year, when His Majesty started growling at the sky. Bartholomew Cubbins just didn't know what to make of it. Yet all the year the old king did. All year long he started up into the air above the kingdom, murdering and sputtering about with a royal whisper. Ha! The king sang these things that come down from the sky all year. When the rain came down from the sky, he growled at that. All summer when the sunshine came down, he growled at that. All autumn when the fog came down, he growled at that. And when the winter and the snow came down, he started shouting. The snow and the fog and the sunshine, the rain, bah, these four things that come down from my sky. But King Stir and Bartholomew tried to calm him. You always had these same four things come down. That's just the trouble, that bellowed the king. Every year, these same four things is mighty tired of those old things. I want something new to come down. Something new to come down, said Bartholomew gasped. That's impossible, Your Majesty. You just can't have it. Boy, don't you tell me what I can and cannot have. Remember, Bartholomew, I am the king. I'm no sire, and Bartholomew, you rule all the land, and your people, and every king can rule the sky. King and the Majesty flew into a terrible rage. Well, maybe other kings can do it, but maybe I'm one king who can. You mark my words, Bartholomew Cubbins. I will have something new come down. But how to get something new to come down? That was rather hard to think of. And for many days, the old king thought around trying to figure out some way to do it. Then finally, late one night, when the lords and ladies of the place were fast asleep, just as the king was buttoning his royal nightshirt, he suddenly stopped still. A strange raw light began to shine in his green-gray eyes. Why, of course, he began laughing. They can do it for me. Bartholomew Cubbins, blow the secret whistle. Quick, call my royal magicians. Your magicians? Your magicians? Bartholomew shivered. Oh no, Your Majesty, don't call them. You hold your tongue, Bartholomew Cubbins. You do as I command. You blow my secret whistle. Yes, sire, Bartholomew bowed. But, Your Majesty, I still think that you may be very sorry. He took King's secret whistle from his secret hook. He blew a long, loud blast down the king's back secret stairway, up from the musty in the beneath of dugout, up in the empty midnight tunnel to the royal bedchamber tower, came the magic of the head and shuffling feet, up and right into the room. They came chanting, shuffle, duffle, muscle, muff, fisty, misty cuff. We are men of guns and blood misty men who eat bold owls. They up us what you wish, your king. Our magic can do anything. I wish, spoke the king, to have you make something fall from my skies. No other kingdom has ever had. What can you do? What can you make? For a moment they stood thinking, blinking, and clerking. Eyes they spoke a word. One word. Oobleck. Oobleck, said the king. What will it look like? Won't look like rain, won't look like snow, won't look like fog, we don't, that's all we know. We just can't tell you any more. We never made oobleck before. They bowed, they started towards the door. We go now to our secret cave of Mr. Mountain Nibby. They all night long will work for you, and you'll have oobleck when you through. They'll do something crazy, whispered Bartholomew. Call them back, your majesty. Stop them now! For a ton of diamonds, not for a ton of diamonds, clucked the queen, while I'll be the mightiest man who ever lived. Think of it. Tomorrow I'm going to have oobleck. It took Bartholomew a long time to get the excitement king to sleep that night, but there was no sleep for Bartholomew the page boy. All night long he stood in the king's window starting out of the Mr. Mountain's nibby. Somewhere up from Bartholomew, king knew the magicians were working on their terrible magic. All night the magicians did all they walked, circles round their magic fire, making magic mumbles and their clucking tongues. Oh, snow and rain are not enough. Oh, we must make some brand new stuff. So feed the fire with the mouth hair. Burn the old one, burn a hair. Burn a whisker from your chin, and burn a log, your lizard then. Burn yellow twigs, and burn red rust, and brown and sucking fall full of dust. Make the magic smoke green, pink and hot. This sure smells dreadful. Do it now. That means the smoke is not just right. So quick before the day gets light, go magic smoke, go high, 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 to rise into the kingdom sky. Go make the oobleck tumble down on every street in every town. Go make the war drums oobleck fall. Oh, bring down oobleck for us all. Down was just breaking, and Bartholomew was still standing, trembling, watching the bed charmer windows. But now, as the sun rose, Bartholomew smiled. The silly magicians had not done a thing. Then suddenly Bartholomew couldn't stop smiling. Was he seeing things? No, there was something strange up there in the sky. At first it seemed like a little greenish cloud, just a wisp of Christmas steam. But now it's coming lower, closer down, towards the fields and the farms and the houses are sleeping down the kingdom. It was swirling around the compass turtle and placing tiny little grinning steaks and smudges all night. Over his head were little greenish blobs, just about the size of grape seeds. He stretched out his back. He started to catch one. Then he pulled on his back. Then something frightened about the blobs. Bartholomew slammed the window shut. Wake up, your majesty, he shouted. Your oobleck is falling. The king sprang out of his royal bed sheet. "By my royal whisker, it is," he cried. "All the beautiful oobleck is mine, all mine." "I don't like the looks of those bold sires," said Moo. "They're coming down as fast as greenish peanuts." "The bigger the better," laughed the king. "Oh, what a day! I'm going to make it a holiday. I want every man and woman and child in my kingdom to go out and dance in my glorious oobleck, out in that stuff." asked Bartholomew. "Do you really think it's safe, sire?" "Stop again, foolish question," snapped the king. "Boy, you run to my royal bell tower, wake my royal bell ringer, tell him to ring the great holiday bell." For a moment, Bartholomew Cubbins didn't move. "Run, Bart," barked the king. Bartholomew ran. Across the sleeping places Bartholomew ran. Then up the ladder, high the bell, towards he climbed the bell ringer's little coffin, and the burper, "Ring your bell," he called his majesty. The king's coming in the holiday. The old man crawled out of his cot. He grabbed the bell rope. "What's the holiday for, Bartholomew?" "You find out soon enough," said Bartholomew. The bell ringer yanked the rope. Nothing happened. He yanked it even harder. Nothing happened. "Hey, what's wrong, my bell?" he murmured. "I better take a look outside." He poked his head out through a little trap door. Bartholomew gross, he croaked, "and that's all over my bell like Grisham merchants." "Not only your bell," Bartholomew cried. "Look at the poor robin down in that tree. He's stuck to his nest. He can't move a wing. That oobleck's gooey and gummy like glue." Oh, the bell ringer rubbed his hands. "If that green stuff sticks up robins, it will sure stick up people too. Someone got to warn people," cried Bartholomew. "Got to wake 'em and warn 'em to stay inside their houses. I'll tell the royal trumpet," he shouted. He turned his flies like lightning down the bell tower. To the trumpet's torch raced Bartholomew Cubbins, and on up the steps 4 stairs at a time. As he ran, he could hear the plop, plop on the oobleck. On the window plant, it was planting against the places. Walls on as big as greenish cupcakes now. He yanked his covers off the snoring trumpet. He showed his cold trumpet right into his sleepy hands. "Get up," warned the people below the alarm. "Alarm me onto the trumpet."